Hey everyone, it is Gills with the Power Talk here inside of Bramwich Coliseum. K-State's regular season officially comes to a close. Cats lose it to Iowa State 73-57, and Kansas State is a sub 500 team here in the regular season, 15-16 overall, 9-11 in the Big 12, and that's a pretty respectable mark in one of the nation's toughest conferences. Early December, or I guess all throughout December, November, right early on in this season, Kansas State dug itself a hole that really it was unable to dig out of, and showed some flashes, a 6-game winning streak, right? And also we saw the ugly of this team throughout this regular season. And I know that there's, of course, the Big 12 tournament coming up in Kansas City, but this one's killer simply because it's killer for a number of reasons, right? But if you wanted to go out and run the table, getting that bye, picking up the 8 seed with a win would have been just crucial to that cause. And you lose it. Now you're playing on Tuesday. You don't get any bye. And it's really hard to imagine this team going on any sort of run in Kansas City now. It's just going to be out of gas after a game or two. Obviously David Gasson here on senior day, it stings in that regard that just a terrific ambassador for this university, for this basketball program, for what this coaching staff can turn a guy into. It sucks, man. I mean, it sucks for David Gasson to have to play his final home game like this, because this was one of the worst games of the year for the Wildcats. And just to hammer that home, guys, we have, myself and Fitz did some of the post-game talks early on this season, man. We broke down more losses than wins. We talked about more post-game losses than post-game wins. It's just, given the NIL and all the expectations, all the hype around this team, is a group that, had a very high ceiling. Can't deny that, man. You go up and look at the quality wins that this team has in the Big 12, a very high ceiling, but such a low floor, a group that was just unable to consistently click together. And that's the way that this game kind of went against Iowa State. Is just a great way to kind of sum that up, right? This team just, from start to finish in this game, was dominated, man. I don't know. K-State didn't hold a lead, I don't believe, for a single second of this game. Didn't really show much fight. Iowa State punched early, and K-State was unable to really punch back in this one, losing it by 16. And like I said, not just for David Gasson. Obviously this is a player who spent 3 years here, but for Coleman Hawkins and Max Jones to kind of have a sour taste in their mouth. And I know Max Jones, they're banking on him hopefully coming back next year, but not the way you want to send your seniors off. And it's Fake Patty's Day here in Manhattan. Student section here, empty. And you've got to get your program to the point where students would rather come here and support your team in Bramwich than go out in Aggieville and drink. And I think obviously the easy answer to that is to, you got to win, man. And we see this place sold out when this team's winning. And for right or wrong, right, I'm not calling out one side or the other here. I'm just pointing it out that when this team wins, this place is full. And that student section here, for right or wrong, again, you've got empty seats there on a fake holiday where a lot of alcohol is consumed. Off to Kansas City. I'll be, of course, providing all the coverage right here on GoPowercat. And I'll be remiss if I don't tell you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. And, we don't know who Kansas State's going to play yet, but we do know it'll be on Tuesday. No bye for this team. Had a chance to really, keep that momentum going. This team had won a couple games here. You win this one against a ranked Iowa State team, then you're getting hot at the right time. But all the progress that was made here against Colorado, at Cincinnati, means nothing, as you're just going to have to try to start another winning streak in Kansas City. Got to take it one game at a time. Jerome Tang always mentions the first game of any tournament is always the toughest to win. But on Tuesday, K-State will begin, I guess, a new season in the Big 12 tournament where it looks to win, five games in a row. So 73-57, though, the final here in Bramwich Coliseum, as K-State falls to Iowa State to close out its regular season.